Hello everyone, I Goinda Gahne, lecturer in mining department at Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Bhilai. Today I will discuss lecture number 17. The topic is mining under different conditions. So the following are the content of this topic. First is introduction, second is different condition of deposit, third one is mining methods, fourth one is operating process, and etc. So let's start from the introduction. Some ore of coal deposit laying under water or at large depth require special and carefully attention during their extraction. Beside this, coal seams having degree 2 or degree 3 gasiness also require precautionary operation toward safe extraction of coal. Some coal seams are prone to bumps while some are liable to spontaneous heating. Hence, mining of such type of deposit is a challenge for mining engineers to extract them with safety and economically consideration. In India, there are so many mines present that are running today, telling their success story of safe and efficient mining operation. Next is different condition of deposit. Ore of coal deposit can be categorized according to their condition of deposit. These are: first one is ore deposit at extremely large depth, second is coal seam prone to bump, third is coal seam liable to spontaneous heating, fourth is fiery seam, fifth is irregular coal seam, 6 gassy seam, 7 contiguous seam, 8 thick seam, and last one is seam prone to inundation. Ore deposits are extremely large depth. Some ore deposits like gold ore have been found at extremely large depth. The example is the gold deposit at Kolar Goldfield. This is situated in Kolar district of Karnataka. The deposit is laying at a depth of 1000 to 3000 meter. The mines have been started in 1885 but closed in 2001 due to higher cost of operation of the mine. Its Champion Reef mine was the deepest mine in the world. Slide change. Coal seam prone to bump. Coal deposit laying at large depth are prone to bump. Location of the seam are as Tisnark, Chinakuri, Natnal, Sitalpur, Koiti, Bhanora, Savotria, Parbila, Jambola, Bonitia, Banola. Next is coal seam liable to spontaneous heating. Some coal seam of higher rank are more susceptible to spontaneous heating. Mining of such seam become a difficult task. Some coal seam of Jharia coalfield and Raniganj coalfield are liable to spontaneous combustion. Such seams need extra attention towards their safe and efficient way of extraction. Next is fiery seam. Coal seam, particularly coking coal, are most prone to fire as they contain bedded constituent like vitrine, clearine, and durine and fusion. Such bedded constituents are shiny in color and are more prone to oxidation with air. The oxidation process is exothermic in nature cause release of heat, which again accelerate the rate of oxidation. A stage is reached when the seam catches fire. In Jharia coalfields, such fires are existing since 100 years. Such long-standing fire has been creating a lot of problem with the adjoining coal seam. Extraction of such seam become a difficult task for mining planners. Next, sir, next, Kundan sir. Then irregular coal seam. Some thicker coal seams have thickness more than 5 meter are irregular in shape due to various existing geological conditions. Qualification in Indian context, there are many deposits of such type of coal seams. Some examples are coal seams present in Jharia, Raniganj and Godavari basin. As these coal seams are present at considerable depth, causing their extraction by underground mining only. This imposes the difficulty in their efficient shape and maximum recovery. These seams cause not only strata control problems but the poor recovery, release of harmful gases and poor ventilation, and also the hindrances to the successful extraction. Special and novel methods have been devised to extract such seams. Next is gaseous seam. During qualification process, methane gas also got produced, which had been absorbed in the coal deposit. Based on the presence and concentration of coal seams have been categorized as degree 1. In the degree 1 gaseous seams in which methane concentration is less than 1 meter cube per ton. Then degree 2. In the degree 2 gaseous seams in which methane concentration is 1 to 10 meter cube per ton. And last one is degree 3rd. In degree 3rd gaseous seam in which methane concentration is more than 10 meter cube per ton. Degree 2nd and degree 3rd seam are more dangerous and need special attention during its extraction because these gases are inflammable as well as explosive. There are a lot of cases of accident in Indian mines due to fire of explosion of such gases. Next is contiguous seam. In Indian seams that are below 9 meter apart are called contiguous seam. For such seam, their working have to abide by several statutory requirements that have been mentioned in Regulation 104 of CMR, means Coal Mines Regulation 1957. According to it, no work in a higher seam or section shall be done over in an area in a lower seam or section which may collapse. Also, it further mentions that where 2 or more such seams or sections are worked in a mine, the pillar in one seam or section that as far as practicable be vertical above or below the pillars. In the other seams or section, unless the strata are inclined at an angle of more than 30 degrees from the horizontal, and the left between any two of such seams or sections shall not be less than 3 meter in thickness at any place. Next is ore deposit at larger depth. For ore deposit found at extremely larger depth are being mined using shaft to access such deposit after shaft approach road level and horizon have been driven. Safely pillars have been developed to provide support to the mining area. After that, suitable method is selected, which includes sinkage stopping, cut and fill stopping and sublevel stopping. In stopping method, such ore deposit are extracted and artificial support are also erected to have better control of strata. Besides, this special ventilation system is arranged to extract heat from the mine. For this purpose, air conditioning system is installed. Next is coal seam prone to bump. The following are important factors to cause bumps and burst. First, considerable large thickness of overburden, generally more than 300 meter. Second, structurally strong coal. Third one is massive, strong and steep roof strata. Fourth one is competent floor, not easily subjected to heaving. And fifth is the mining method causing development of high value of stresses. Next is coal seam prone to bumps. During the extraction of such seams, stresses release techniques have been adopted so that the stress accumulated in the pillar get released and the chance of bumps gets reduced. After adoption of these techniques, artificial support and stowing operation have been started with the extraction of pillars. Care must be taken to see that less number of men should be present at face. Extraction of pillar has been carried out using mechanized method like longwall mining and continuous mining system. Next is ferry seam. Such type of seams are adjoining to existing fire areas. For the purpose, the seam has to be separated from fire area by erecting thick concrete wall so as to cut off the seam from the fire. The pillar developed have to whitewashed at regular intervals, and any symptoms of spontaneous heating has to be monitored constantly to avoid any chance of fire in the panel. The extraction of coal is carried out using cutter loader machineries like shearer, coal plow, continuous miner, etc. This gives a rapid rate of extraction of coal and result in less chances of heating or fire. Besides this, adequate ventilation had to be provided to extract the heat from the panel. Arrangement of fire fighting equipment have to be made in the mine. Rescue trained persons are asked to be in alert mode. Life-saving jacket, self-rescuer, etc. has to be carried out by supervisory staffs. At least 2 escape routes have to be driven from panel to safe place or surface. Next is irregular coal seams. Due to geological or tectonic causes, coal seams get spreaded in an irregular manner. Abrupt variation in the thickness of coal seam. Such seams becomes difficult to extract using the available conventional method owing to development and driving of pillars, roadways, panel, etc. Such type of pillars can be extracted in part using the following method: First one is in situ gasification, second is in situ leaching, and third one is hydraulic mining. In situ gasification, the vertical holes are drilled from surface to coal seam. Through these holes, superheated steam is sent which react with coal seam, producing water gas or coal gas. These gases get withdrawal through holes using suction pump. In situ leaching, bacteria are sent to coal seam and left for 1 to 2 years. This bacteria causes the production of coal gas by decomposition the seam. And in the hydraulic mining, coal is broken using high pressure water jet, and broken coal is transported and dewatered. Next is gassy seam. Coal seam of degree 2 and degree 3 gassiness is extracted using board and pillar or longwall method. In board and pillar method, coal pillars are developed in panel and coal is extracted either by solid blasting or using continuous miner. During solid blasting, proper precautions are taken against burning of gas during blasting. The amount of explosive in blast hole should not be more than the prescribed limit. Efficient ventilation is provided in the panel. In the longwall mining, coal is extracted by shearer. As this method causes rapid extraction of coal and ventilation is fast moving, the control of release of gas can be possible. Next is contiguous seams. Contiguous seams can be extracted in 3 possible ways. First one is first extraction in the upper seam, then followed by the lower seam. Second, first extraction in the lower seam, then followed by extraction in upper seam. Third one is simultaneously extraction of both the seam. Extraction in the upper seam followed by the extraction in lower seam. The following effect appear if the upper seam is worked prior to be lower seam. First one, the roof in the upper seams get settled. Second is the gobe of upper seam may get filled with water. If the seam are highly inclined and parting is less than, there are possible chances of undermining. Also, the strata breaks may extend from the upper seam to the lower seam and affect mining. Crushing may occur in the parting between the seam is too less. As a result, the gobe area of upper seam may punctured into the lower seam. Migration of gases as fire damp etc. may take place from lower seam to upper seam, which may benefit as for a gas-free lower seam working. Then if we work out the upper seam first, then distressing takes place in the lower seams, giving us advantage if lower seam is prone to bumps. More amount of subsidence and angle of draw may be faced for working under a ground broken by the upper seam working. The lower seam cannot be worked until the upper seam has been completely exhausted. Extraction in the lower seam followed by the extraction in the upper seam. The following effects are to be expected for working in lower seam prior to the upper seam. First one, undermining the upper seam may take place. Problem as uneven gradient, floor lifts and fractured roof may be faced while working in the upper seam as a result of prior extraction of the lower seam. control of such problem are extremely difficult. Then roof may cave even in the upper seam if the parting is less, and as a result pillar may be lost forever. Then extraction in the lower seam followed by extraction in the upper seam. Working in the lower seams may cause bad separation in the upper seams. This may prove to be advantageous while blasting of rock. Then if the parting is less, then both seams can be worked out with one and same roadway, and even if the lower seam has thickened out in certain area, still its working will remain possible. Then simultaneously extraction in both the seam. The following effect may be observed if the working in both the seams are carried out simultaneously. First, a good roof control can be obtained. Second one is, if working is the upper seam is done first, there is chances of inrush of water, but in the method is possible to liquidate both the seams without any risk of such inrush. Third, even though the surface effect are violent, they are short-lived. The surface in both the seams settle down quickly. And fourth, since there is simultaneously extraction of both the seam, a high output is obtained. Next, thick seam. The problem associated with mining of thick seam are: first, difficulty in strata control and its monitoring. Second, risk of overriding of pillars leading to premature collapse in case of board and pillar working. Then lower percentage extraction, usually 50% when extraction is done by board and pillar method. Next, chances of high spontaneous heating because of considerable coal less in groove. Then heavier support required in deep seam and long wall method of working. Next, difficulty in subsidence control due to high magnitude of subsidence. The thick seam mining method. The thick seam mining method is done by slicing method. So, slicing mining. In this method of mining, a coal seam is divided into slices of appropriate thickness, and each slice is worked in a method similar to that of an entire seams having thickness seam as the slice. Coal from the slices can be extracted in ascending, descending, or in mixed both ascending and descending orders. You can see on the figure, the first one is shows descending order. In the descending order, we are started the removal of slice from upper side, means roof side, direction of roof side, slice 1. First we are extract the slice 1, after slice 2, then slice 3. Then in the figure, the B is a ascending order. In the ascending order, we are started from the lower ones, means from the floor side. In the ascending descending order, there are two blocks are divided. First, in first block, slice 1, slice 2 and slice 3 are driven. Then block 2, slice 4, slice 5 and slice 6 are driven. So it is a mixed order of slicing. In descending slicing can be done with or without stoving. In case of descending slicing with caving, spreading of wire netting is required to make artificial roof to erase material of the broken groove of the upper slice, and this wire netting serve as the roof for the lower slice. Lower slice are worked below the broken groove, stowing is rarely practiced in descending slicing. Then ascending slicing. In ascending slicing method, the first slice in the bottommost slice which is extracted first. Working of this slice in the working a seam of average thickness. Subsequent slicing is done with stowing. The upper slice are worked on the filled surface of the bottom slice, and therefore ascending slicing cannot be adopted with caving. The last slice can be worked either with stowing or caving. Fixed order slicing. In this method, coal seam is divided into blocks, each block consisting of a number of slices. The slices in the block are worked in ascending order with stowing. While the blocks are worked in descending order, this method is commonly practiced in horizontal slicing method of thick seam mining. Next is sublevel caving. Sublevel caving is applicable to thick seam with cavable roof and soft coal. Through by blasting, hard roof can also be caved and hard coal seam can be softened. This system is consists of mining or slicing along the roof by normal long wall method, with caving with flexible artificial roofs laid on coal along the floor of the first slice. Second, mining of another slice along the floor of the seams. Third, taking down the coal particle between the two slices by long hole blasting, which is loaded out in a conveyor laid along the floor of the seam. Next is integral caving. The recent development is full soldering working or integrated sublevel caving, recovering in a single operation all the coal of the seam for a phase progressing on the floor. These are the figure of integrated sorting method